So you've got a good gig. This is out in L.A., right?
Yeah.
Blacklist Union is out in L.A. I mean, that's a hell of a commute, Justin, to say the least.
Man,
what are you doing with yourself, man?
I don't know, man. But like I said, I told you before, it fell into my lap. And honestly, when I really, really needed it, because some shit had gone down.
Yeah.
Mentally, I was in a bad place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and without going into detail, but again, it's one of those things that if music is just, you can't get away from it. It just lives inside of you. You know, so it was one of those, and I mean, really, I didn't have anything to lose because I was like, okay, you know, they need a drummer for the New Orleans date, which I played one show with them opening for Texas Hippie Coalition at Southport.
Okay. This is the introduction?
This year, yeah.
Okay.
So something had gone on with the guy they had playing. I don't know the details, but one of my best friends, Scott Willis. So years ago, without trying to draw this out too much, but years ago I was in a band called Evolve Through Scars with Chris Donnato from Saliva. And I was going back and forth to Memphis like it was around the corner. Well, I met Scott Willis. Well, during that time, I guess I made a name for myself. You know, band ran its course, whatnot. Scott and I remained friends. It blew the fucking doors open as far as like people that I've met, people I know, you know, became friends with the guys in Shinedown. So fast forward to March,
yeah.
You know, Scott calls me, he said, hey, Blacklist is looking for a drummer. They need a drummer for the New Orleans date. And I'm like, well, okay. Dude,
had you heard of them before that? What was your level of familiarity?
So they've been around for a few years. Tony West, to kind of back up a little bit. I met Tony West, our singer, around that time. I didn't meet him, but we had messaged, like I had gotten his number. I forgot exactly how I got his number. But anyway, we've talked over the years.
Okay.
Never met him. Nice, super nice guy.
Yeah.
He had offered me the spot back right when we were starting The Absence. We were just starting to record our first EP, The Absence Project. Mm-hmm. And he's like, look, you know, would you be able to tour for this amount? And like, it was like the first time I got offered to tour as a paying gig.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck, no, man. And it's like, dude, I wish I could, but I can't, blah, blah, blah. So fast forward, Scott Willis calls me. Hey, man, you know, would you be able to do this? You know, Blacklist needs a drummer for this date. I'm like, yeah, fuck, I can do it. You know, dude, I had like 2 or 3 days notice. So they sent me all the songs. I had 2 or 3 days to learn a 9-song set. And I mean, I learned it fucking well.